for the WDVX Blue Plate Special, Red Hickey.
Hey, y'all, welcome to the Blue Plate Special. It is real live music here in beautiful downtown Knoxville, and we are here inside of Visit Knoxville. Feel free to come join us today if you'd like. If you can't be here with us, you can watch it streaming live from our YouTube channel or Facebook as well. So today we have two guests for you on the show. Visiting with us from Sparta, North Carolina, Lucas Pasley is here and will be up the second half of the show today. To get things started, he's come up to be with us here today from Dalton, Georgia. Y'all give a great big welcome to Josh Bearden to the Blue Plate Special.
Thank y'all. How are y'all doing today? And I'm not going to usually say what I say back home because I'll probably get rocks thrown at me up here. But I am from North Georgia, and I want to thank everybody for being out here today. Here's a song I wrote called Trip Around Home. Riding down the road in my pickup truck, looking out my window, wishing I had a run of good luck. It all looks the same since I left here. Over there's that country store where I bought my first beer. It's just a trip around home, place under the sun. It was where my daddy taught me how to shoot a gun. Wish I was drinking with my buddies round here, or sitting in the woods shooting me a big old deer with the radio on, an old country song. This trip around home. My mama's on the porch in a rocking chair. Y'all come in, supper is done, wash your hands before the prayer. Me and Dad come in, he removes his hat. We didn't have much on the table, but he gave us all he had. It's just a trip around home, a place under the sun. It was where my daddy taught me how to shoot a gun. Wish I was drinking with my buddies round here, or sitting in the woods shooting me a big old deer with the radio on, an old country song. Man, I love this trip around home. Seemed like yesterday, met a simple girl. Little did I know that she would be my whole world. We moved off to start a family of our own, and now she's riding shotgun on this trip around home. Thank you. So this next song I'm going to do is one that I wrote, and my buddy Lance asked me if I'd do this one. And it's a true story. Part of it is, well, the whole story is, but there's parts of it about my daddy, and there's parts of it about a friend of mine's daddy. And I'll do this song much live. So I had to work on it for a little bit to get it down. But we're going to do it for you. It's called Half the Man. He said, boy, don't go near the water if you can't swim. I didn't listen to what he said. The water was over my head. But he jumped in to save me. He didn't want me to drown. I knew why he did it, and I let him down. He said, don't be so damn stubborn, 'cause it ain't what it seems. I want you to make your own way, be more like me, with a full-time job and a family, 'cause that's the way it needs to be. And I just told I'm half the man that he was to me. Years down the road, there was bills that I can't pay. He said, boy, where did your money go? I bet you threw it all away. And I got mad and said, I don't need your help. Should have seen the look on his face, but he came out and helped me out anyway. He said, don't be so damn stubborn, 'cause it ain't what it seems. I want you to make your own way, be more like me, with a full-time job and a family, 'cause that's the way it needs to be. And I just told I'm half the man that he was to me. Have gone by. Went to see him today. All that was left was some old stone with his name engraved. My little boy came up to me, said, Daddy, who did we see? Said, son, that's the man who made a man of me. Thank you.
This is Josh Bearden with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. Josh is... lives in Dalton, Georgia. Now, did you grow up there? Did you grow up in Dalton?
I grew up I'm in that area, Rocky Face, but I was born in Dalton, Georgia, but I grew up, it's Rocky Face, Dalton, it's all the same.
Okay. So, what about, did you have a musical family?
My dad played guitar, my mom played bass in a gospel quartet.
Okay.
And,
then yes.
so I had a drug problem. I got drugged from church to church as a kid watching my parents, And so that's where I got my musical background from. They also sang in the church quartet too, so.
That was funny. So, what about you musically? Did you start out playing with them, or did you pick it up on your own? How did it work for you?
Well, as you can tell that last song, I've always want to be like my daddy, and so I started picking up guitar. And then when I was going to church, they quit playing in a gospel group, and we was going to church, and the bass player at the church left, and Dad put a bass in my hands and said, "Learn this." And I'm like, "Oh Lord." So I played bass for like 20 years and just recently started playing guitar full time again.
Okay. So what about the songwriting part of it? When did you start writing your own music?
I started writing my own songs when I was about 16 years old, and never really took off with it, just thought it was poems. And then about 20 years ago, I was in a Christian rock band and played guitar and wrote the songs, and we had somebody else singing it. And that's whenever I really decided this is what I love.
Okay. So the current project is Walker County Line?
Yes, it's a compilation acoustic project that I put together with 2 new acoustic songs. And the full releases will be available, History will be available Black Friday on all streaming platforms. And She's on the Beach will be available December the 10th. But they're all acoustically available right now on the Walker County Line compilation.
But he will be on the beach tomorrow.
I'll be on the beach. Probably in a little bit.
He is headed south, y'all, from the show. Can't wait to get out of here, ready to hit the beach. You can find out more. Search him out on Facebook or also on YouTube. Where did they find you at YouTube?
You can type in Josh Bearden, or if you want to look for my channel, you'll just type in @TheHayseed. It's a long story, and we don't have time to go into that one today, but check it out and you'll understand why they call me a hayseed. So,
y'all shaking howdy with him after the show and chatted up with him. Thank him for being here with us today. I'm going to get out of the way so we can get a few more tunes here from Josh Bearden on the Blue Plate Special.
Speaking of one of the new songs, I'll go ahead and do it right now if y'all don't care. I debuted this song in October. Never done it before, and was at a songwriters round in Nashville. And I said, "Oh, what the heck? I'll just debut it tonight." And butchered it then, and I'll probably butcher it now. And this one's called History. It'll be available. The full production will be available this Friday on all streaming platforms. She said she loved him till the very end. He loved her and made the best life for them. The mornings was coffee, the evenings was sweet tea. They thought they were making memories, but the story changed. Love fell out, they didn't see it coming. Left a lot of doubt. Could it all be mystery? It's her story to tell, or is it his story? It was written on them 4 walls. That empty king-size bed tells it all. Love gone wrong, 2 people went astray. The hearts of 2 people went away, but the story's changed. Love fell out, they didn't see it coming, and it left a lot of doubt. Could it all be a history? It's her story to tell, isn't his story. Well, the story changed, love fell out. They didn't see it coming, left a lot of doubt. Could it all be a mystery? It's her story to tell, or is it his story? It's her story to tell, or is it history? Thank you. Here's another new one I'm going to break out on you. She's had enough of him, he's had enough of her. They both lost touch, both been through a lot of hurt. They can't go on in misery. That's why they will have history. She's on the beach, he's in the bar. She's finding herself, and he's gone too far from falling off his stool and drowning in his pain. She's in the sun, soaking up the rays. She's in Panama City with her family and friends. He's down at the bar with old Jack and Jim. She's got a brand new look and a big new smile. He's sitting there in self-pity and a whole lot of denial. She's on the beach, he's in the bar. She's finding herself, and he's gone too far from falling off his stool and drowning in his pain. She's in the sun, soaking up the rays. She's gonna make it, just wait and see. Deep in her heart is where she wants him to be. She's on the beach, he's in the bar. She's finding herself, and he has gone too far from falling off his stool, drowning in his pain. She's in the sun, soaking up the rays. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to hang out for a little bit, and if y'all want to chat with me, we good, and we can. You want to hear something fast? You want to hear something slow? I want to hear y'all's reaction. You want to hear something fast? All right. Well, y'all my kind of people, because I love fast music. I'll do you this one right here. This is one I wrote, and this is my first single ever. It's called Small Town Crowd. I'm going out tonight, I just claimed my truck. Gas tank is filled and mama's all dressed up. There's a bonfire tonight out in the sticks. Bring a keg of beer for all but 6. Gonna get rowdy tonight, feel real good. Come tomorrow morning, we'll do what we should. Tonight we're doing what feels right. Don't ask, don't tell, man, this is my night. You wanna party down south? Well, let's see if you can hang. This ain't no club, boy, it's a country thing. All you need's a little hang. All jacked up, go and get a beer and jump on up in this truck. Gonna get rowdy tonight, get real loud. I'm hanging out here with this small town crowd. Well, you think you're tired, it's just getting started. The beer is flowing, the bands are rocking. There's girls getting rowdy up in here. Stop all your whining, pass me a beer. There's a brunette in the corner staring at you. Turn around, son, and look at that view. You wanna party down south? Let's see if you can hang. This ain't no club, boy, it's a country thing. All you need's a little hang. All jacked up, go and get a beer and jump on up in this truck. Gonna get rowdy tonight, get real loud. I'm hanging out here with this small town crowd. You wanna party down south? See if you can hang. This ain't no club, boy, it's a country thing. All you need's a little hang. All jacked up, go and get a beer and jump on up in this truck. Gonna get rowdy tonight, get real loud. I'm hanging out here with this small town crowd. With a small town crowd. Thank you.
That's Josh Bearden on the Blue Plate Special. So again, you can find more information on Josh by searching him out there on Facebook or YouTube. Also, feel free to shake and howdy with him after the show. And I thank him for making music for us here today, although he's pretty antsy to get on down to the beach today. And I don't blame him. So support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from listeners just like yourselves, from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Tennessee Arts Commission, Visit Knoxville, downtown Knoxville, and Barley's in Knoxville's Old City. It's home of the Big Plate on Fridays at noon. So tomorrow we'll be taking a day off for Thanksgiving, but we will return on Friday at Barley's for the Big Plate at noon with East Tennessee's own Robinella and her band. You get some friends and family visiting in from out of town, and y'all be ready to get out of the house for a little while. You can bring them down to the show, and we'll entertain them for a little while. So also coming up this week, we'll be back here on Saturday inside of Visit Knoxville with Joshua Michaud and the Whiskey Charmers. We want to remind everyone that December 1st, the Smoky Mountain Jamboree returns to Blount County at the Clayton Center for the Arts. Jay Clark is your host for the Jamboree, and Cruz Contreras and his band, and Wyatt Ellis and his all-star band will be performing. You can find tickets and more information about that by visiting our website there at WDVX.com. As we roll right along with the Blue Plate Special, as I mentioned before, he is based out of Sparta, North Carolina. You all welcome Lucas Pasley to the Blue Plate Special.
Hey folks, I want to talk to you about Einstein. In addition to being the brilliant scientist that we all knew him to be, he just had some wonderful commentary on human nature and love and men and women. One of the things he said, he was explaining the theory of relativity, and he said it in terms I could really get it. He said, relativity is this. When you're in the company of a beautiful woman, an hour seems like a minute. And when you've got your hand on a hot stove, a minute seems like an hour. And that's something I could really understand. And it got me thinking about my own little theory. I call it relative, or my own deliberate relativity. And I just got to thinking, there are these times in life when things go fast. And we know we have expressions like that, right? Time flies when you're having fun. But I just got to thinking, like, what if you knew that you were in a special moment and you could slow that down and just feel that moment and be there? And I just want to say for us, for me and Kyle, this is one of these moments. Getting to share music is one of the great joys of life. And it means so much to us to get to be here. Knoxville has got it going on. Give yourselves a hand. I love this town. And we're so proud and happy to be here. And here's a little song about all that. I hope today lasts a long time. I got you and I got sunshine. We'll throw a blanket down by the grapevine and just sit and laze. We'll take out the fiddle and the banjo and play every tune we know. We'll give that bird the best dang show. I think he'll be amazed. And what if you could taste again your grandma's dumplings? Just the two of you go out riding and see her friends, or go down to the cemetery and your grandpa tell you about everybody. This time it'd stay in your memory somehow. Well, I'm telling you, that's what we got right now. Lasts a long time, and if you seem so inclined, I might try to push my luck this time and steal a kiss. Wish I could hold on to this day. Wish I could can this and store it away. Wish I could make these moments stay and just be with you always. And what if you could hear again your mama's voice coming through the wind? She'd say, honey, where you been? You better get some rest. And what if by some twist of fate I never again get to see your face? How often I'd think of this day with your head on my chest. I'm telling you, this life ain't but a breath. I hope today lasts a long time. I got you and I got sunshine. We'll throw a blanket down by the grapevine and just sit and laze. We'll take out the fiddle and the banjo and play every tune we know. We'll give that bird the best dang show. I think he'll be amazed. I think he'll be amazed. Thank you all so much. I mentioned my grandma in that song, and she was one of my great friends in life. I miss her every day. We lost her a couple of years ago, but she lived such a full and amazing life. She was a songwriter. She wrote an article for the local newspaper. I had my entire childhood documented weekly for our small town, and she was just a magical, wonderful person. She left me a notebook full of songs, and over the years, I've just been taking some of her songs and putting them to music. And this one, she had a very colorful life. She was married 5 times, and there were plenty of romances in between there, and so she wrote this song about cheating, and I did play it sometime, and I was playing it out somewhere local in my hometown Sparta, and this guy came up. He was like, "You know who she wrote that song about, right?" And I said, "No, tell me." I won't tell you all. Sorry, I can't. But anyway, I think this is Ellen's cheating song, and so she was kind of falling into dimension. She was in the nursing home when I was putting this to music, and so had these lyrics, and I went and I saw her at the nursing home, and I was like, all right, let me play this song for you. I've got it. And like I say, she was kind of losing it, and so I played it for her, and she said, well, who wrote that song? And I said, well, Ellen, you wrote that song. I said, it was your song about cheating. And she said, it's not a very nice song, is it? I said, no, but it was in your notebook full of songs. So here it is, a little bit of a cheating song for you. I make no excuses for falling in love with someone I know wasn't free. I wanted the warmth, I needed the sunshine that being with you brings to me. I look at your face and I love every line. I see so much love for me there. I look at the hands that cause me to tremble. I look at the lips I desire, but I never look at the rain on your finger. I don't want the guilt it will bring. I look in your eyes, I look in your heart, I never look at your ring. Well, I never think of him waiting at home with a claim that he has on you. I just think of the times that we have together, the wonderful things that we do. And I never look at the ring on your finger. I don't want the hurt it will bring. You are my life, my world, and my lover, but I never look at your ring.
This is Lucas Pasley with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. We'll start with the fact that Pasley looks like Pasley. There is no I. It's just Pasley. So if you're out there searching, leave the I out. You don't need an I.
I should almost legally change my name to just Pasley without an I, because that's what I always say when people ask me what my name is. Pasley without an I.
Okay, so Sparta, did you grow up there?
My dad was from Sparta, and that's where my whole dad's family is from, Allegheny County, North Carolina. And he left home and moved to a lot of different places. I spent a lot of time moving around, but as I mentioned, I was very close to my grandma, and she had a child later in life that was the same age as me. And so we ended up growing up a lot together. My parents would leave me with her a lot. And so when it came time to make a home, I just headed straight up to Allegheny County as quick as I could. And been there ever since.
Well, okay, so you mentioned, grandma and songwriter and all the things there. How did your musical beginnings happen? Was it, did she teach you, or did you go out and learn from someone, or figure it out on your own? How'd you learn?
Yeah, I think of those teenage years, and if anybody can have a clear memory of your teenage years, I'm not sure that's possible. Mine are a bit fuzzy, but there was a lot of music going on in my life. I was very interested in music and playing lots of different kinds of music and loved it. Those were a lot of fun years. But I always felt like I was heading towards something. I just didn't know quite what it was. And with time with my grandmother, she really filled my ears and head with a lot of classic country music and music from my county. But when I went to college, I got acquainted with some folks playing traditional Appalachian music, and all of a sudden it just clicked. The first time I heard the clawhammer banjo and really thought about it, I just knew that's what I'd always been looking for. And from that point on, I played mostly traditional music for about 20 years. And Kyle and I'll get to introduce him in a second, but we're in a traditional Appalachian band together that we love to play. But over the pandemic, I'd always been a closet songwriter, and had a good friend just encourage me to do something more with those songs. My grandmother was kind of slipping into dementia, and I thought, man, I just need to do something with these songs while I've still got her. So that first album that I put out was in kind of a rush, because I wanted her to be able to hear it and hear her songs recorded in the studio and played out. And fortunately, it all worked out. We got the album out, and we'd put a song up on Facebook, and then I'd read the comments to her. And from there, I've just really enjoyed just doing a lot of singer-songwriter stuff, in addition to a lot of traditional music as well.
Okay. So, Ponies Back Home, is that your current project?
That's the last album that came out in May. Yes,
Okay.
yes. I've been releasing some smaller EPs. I had one come out in September, a collection of 3 songs, and I'll have another one coming out this winter.
Okay. And Lucas does have some merch available here today as well. On Saturday, he'll be performing back over in Sparta, and on December 8th in Floyd, Virginia, at the country store up there. You can find more information there at lucaspasleymusic.com. Feel free to shake in howdy with them after the show and thank them for being here with us. But for now, I'm going to back on out of the way. We'll get some more music from Lucas Pasley on the Blue Plate Special.
Now when I was in Fort Worth, 1883, some old Mexican cowboy come right up to me, said, "How are you, young fellow, and how would you like to go?" And he spent that season working in those hills of Mexico. Well, having no other employment, to him I did say, "It's according to your wages, according to your pay. I will pay you good wages, and all until you know." He'll spend that season working in those hills of Mexico. Now with all that flattering talking, he signed up quite a train. Thank you all so much. We love to always include some traditional stuff in any of our sets, and I love to play the banjo and give a little bit of variety out there for you. And here's another one I wrote. Now, there's this other quote. I love quotes, and it says this. It says, "Friendship is a boat built for two people in fair weather and one in foul." But I have to say it's one of the times I really disagree for myself personally. In my life, I'm just so busy. I've got 3 wonderful children. I'm a high school English teacher right now, and just so much going on with music. And so my friends, I don't get to see them that much, really. But if things go bad for them, I'm right there, right, if they need somebody. So I guess I wrote this song almost as an apology to all the people I love in my life that I don't spend a lot of time with unless something's going bad with them. And mostly I spend my time doing the things that are covered in this song. Well, you can call me whipped, you can call me love-struck, but I'll take her kiss over working on your old truck. And she smells sweet and you smell like a Deb can. She dances with me and does some things that only she can. But I'm still your foul weather friend. You know I'll be there till the end. When you're feeling down, you know that I'll be on around. When you're in a fight, I'll be bleeding right by your side. Buddy, I just can't deny, I'd rather be with her tonight. Well, you're my number 2. I hope that I'm your number 2 too. 'Cause man, you need a woman like a conductor needs a choo-choo. You can't tell the boy's still drinking beer in mama's basement. Say the last time that I saw him, boys, that smile on his face, man. I'm still your foul weather friend. You know I'll be there till the end. When you're drunk at the bar, well, I'll pick you up in my car. And when you can't make bail, well, I'll come get you out of jail. Buddy, there's just nothing quite as sweet as a woman that I love next to me. She calls me darling, she says, come here, darling. And I pull her close and she falls into my arms. And I know every curve, every sound that she's made of. When she's far away, I keep dreaming of her sweet love. But I'm still your foul weather friend. You know I'll be there till the end. When you're down, out and broke, well, I'll always be your lifeboat. And when you write a song, I'll harmonize right on along. Buddy, I just hope you understand, I'm just a woman-loving kind of man. Well, Kyle, I want to make sure we get in your fiddle tune. Can we switch up the order a little bit? All right. Well, folks, you may have noticed this amazing instrumentalist. Can we give a big hand for Kyle Dean Smith here? Thank you. One of my great friends in life, one of my great musical partners. I feel so lucky every time I get to play with Kyle. Comes from a long line of musicians, just right across the Virginia line from where I live. And in addition to being an amazing instrumentalist, he likes to write a lot of tunes. He writes fiddle tunes and waltzes and all kinds of great stuff. And our show just wouldn't be complete unless we had one of Kyle's in here. So we're going to do a fiddle tune that he wrote called Smithfield.
We had a 3-hour drive up here, and I told him not to play it that fast. So obviously, he didn't listen.
Remember, I told you on that same drive, I said, you know, when I get excited, it doesn't feel that fast on the stage. I love the bass. We wanted to give you all just as much variety as we could here in the short time that we have with you. We feel so lucky to be here. And I think the bass is just a magical instrument. And got in my mind, sometimes I like to think of the bass almost as like a complete band in itself. It's just so rich and full. And I don't know why, but whenever I go to write a bass tune, I just call them my sexy bass songs. And I don't know why they come out like that. There's just something about this instrument. Grabbing a hold of it, it just puts my mind in a certain place. And so here's one in that category of song, one that I call Branded. Well, the last leaf falling from the tree can't hold a candle to the stubborn I got in me. When I make up my mind, I dig in. There ain't a tractor or a mule pull me out again. 'Cause when I love, I don't let go. Through thick and thin and hard and cold, yeah. Don't let go. No earthquake or a tidal wave can break my hold. Now when I saw you and took your hand, I bought a one-way ticket to wherever you stand. When I saw you and pulled you close, I took a red hot iron and I branded my soul. 'Cause when I love, I don't let go. Through thick and thin and hard and cold, yeah. When I love, I don't let go. No earthquake or tidal wave can break my hold. kissed you, there was fire on your lips. I may have been born, but darling, I'd never lived. I thought I had seen till I held your gaze, and the sound of your voice take straight to my grave. 'Cause when I love, I don't let go. Through thick and thin and hard and cold, yeah. When I love, I don't let go. No earthquake or a tidal wave can break my hold. Thank you all so much. We get to do all of our songs. I'm so excited.
It's Lucas Pasley with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. So we're going to get one last tune from them here today, but how about one more round of applause for Josh Bearden, the first half of the show? There he is. So join us again Friday for another Blue Plate Special. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Tomorrow and Friday we'll be at Barley's at noon for the big plate with Robinella and her band. And you can always find out who is headed in our direction by visiting our website at WDVX.com. Of course, we are a listener-supported radio station. There's always a donation bucket in the back of the room. A little love in the bucket keeps the good music going here on the Blue Plate Special. Search out Josh Bearden on Facebook and YouTube. You can find Lucas Pasley at LucasPasleyMusic.com. Lucas does have some merch available with him, so you can see him after the show about that. But certainly feel free to shake hands with our performers and just thank them for being here and making some music for us here today on the Blue Plate Special. I'll start that by saying thank you. Thank you. Will you leave us with the last one here?
All right, you got it. One of my favorite people in history is Mae West. Do we have any Mae West fans out there? She was wonderful. She was so smart and powerful and sexy and would say these brilliant things. She would say things like, marriage is a wonderful institution, but I'm not ready for the institution. And I thought about so many things with her. And whenever I get sad, I just like to read Mae West quotes. And one thing that she said was, I'll try anything once, twice if I like it, and 3 times to be sure. Well, I'll try anything in this old world one time. And if it don't kill me, probably try it again just to be sure. And if it brings you down to see a crazy old clown dancing in the gutter like he's wearing a crown, baby, me and you might not be friends, but I'll still kiss you and hold you, dance with you all night. Make a bad decision, put up a post with you and that crazy guy at the bar you shouldn't have been at in the first place. I break your heart, but I'll put a smile on your face. Well, some folks say the moonshine liquor will kill you, and buddy, I'm living proof that it's true. Yes, it's true. But if you kindly show me the door when I can pick myself off the floor, I got a jar in my car I'll give to you. Well, I'll try anything in this old world one time. If it don't kill me, probably try it again just to be sure. And if it brings you down to see a crazy old clown dancing on the table like he's wearing a crown, baby, me and you might not be friends, but I'll still kiss you and hold you, dance with you all night. Make a bad decision, put up a post with you and that crazy guy at the bar shouldn't have been at in the first place. I break your heart, but I'll put a smile on your face. Well, some folks say that you're a barrel of heartache, that there ain't no way to get you to settle down, settle down. But I don't need no one woman to cook for me. I got my own dang house and it's pretty clean. So baby, me and you, let's hit the town. Baby, me and you, let's hit the town.
That's Lucas Pasley. Thank y'all. Join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.